Hello friends, it is midnight, so it is officially day one of the Reading Rush 2019, and I felt like it was only fitting to start my first vlog with the shittiest lighting possible. I am in bed. Obviously it is really late. I should have been asleep like 2 hours ago, but I had a bunch of stuff to do to get ready for the week, and it took me all evening basically to get that stuff done. But here I am in bed, and the readathon has started. I'm not going to be staying up too much longer because obviously it is already really late. I have to get up in the morning and go to work. I need to leave my house by 7, so I need to be up to get ready for work by 6. It being already after midnight means I'm going to get less than 6 hours of sleep tonight. I did want to pick my first physical read of the readathon, and I find that it's very calming if I read for 20 or 30 minutes in the evening right before I go to sleep. So I'm going to lay here for about 20 minutes. I'm going to read a little bit of my first book, and that is going to be The Names They Gave Us by Emery Lord. I took the dust jacket off, but I feel like this is like my white whale of my channel. I feel like this is the book that I just cannot seem to read for whatever reason, and so I'm going to try to tackle it right here at the beginning of the week, and hopefully I will manage to read this. I feel like if I can finish this book soon, like in the first couple of days of the readathon, then it's just going to set up the rest of the week so well. So this is going to be my first physical read of the readathon. I am going to be listening to an audiobook as well. I'm going to start that on my drive to work in the morning, and that's going to be The Bone Witch by Rin Chapeko. I'm really excited about both of these books. They're two of the longer books on my TBR, so if I can knock them out right here at the beginning of the week, then I think that this week is going to end up being a really good week of reading. Anyway, like I said, I'm not going to be staying up for too much longer, so I'm not going to vlog anymore tonight, but I will catch up with you in the morning. I think I have decided that I'm going to attempt to do daily vlogs for the Reading Rush. I mentioned in my TBR, which should be up by now, finally it took forever to get it up, but I mentioned that I was going to either do a week-long vlog or I was going to try to do some vlogs scattered throughout the week, but I think I'm just going to go full out, just commit to trying to do daily vlogs. So here we are, day one. We'll see how it goes. Good morning. It is about 7:15 on Monday, July 22nd. The Reading Rush has officially started. Oh man, I'm on my way to work and I am so tired. I stayed up way too late last night. I think I ended up staying up till about 12:30. I was reading, and I didn't want to go to sleep. I wasn't super tired, so I didn't want to go to sleep, but now I'm regretting it because now I'm super tired. I managed to read about 50 pages of The Names They Gave Us, which is exciting. I'm off to a good start with that book. I brought it in my bag to read on my breaks at work today. I'm going to try to just knock that book out as quick as possible, and we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm driving to work, and I'm just about to put on the audiobook for The Bone Witch, which is going to be my first, oh, hello. Like I said, I'm just driving to work, and I'm about to put on the audiobook for The Bone Witch, which is going to be my first audiobook of the readathon. The audiobook is only about 12 hours long, so if I listen to it on 1.5, 1.75, I think I can finish it today between my drive to work, listening time at work, and my drive home. So we'll just have to wait and see. Stay tuned for the rest of the vlog to find out. Now I'm gonna drive because I shouldn't be trying to vlog and drive at the same time. This probably won't be a thing that I do because it seems dangerous. Okay, bye. One thing you'll probably just have to deal with is bad lighting in these vlogs, because this is probably going to be what it looks like every day when I get home from work, because it's just how it is. It is about 6:30. I just got home from work. I talked to Cole for a few minutes. We made a plan for dinner, and now I am updating the vlog. I have been reading today, so I have some updates to share with you. I have been making progress in 2 different books. I started both of these and have made some progress in both of them. I'm not anywhere close to finishing either of them, but like I said, making progress. So I'm going to start with the book that I am reading physically. It's the book that I started reading last night. I read about 30 pages last night. I think I just read 2 chapters last night before I went to sleep. And then I've been reading it some today, like when I was sitting at reception during breaks and lunch and stuff. And I am on page 100. No, I'm on page 101. So I have been making a little bit of progress in this. I've been taking some notes. You can't really see, but I've been taking some notes on some sticky notes, and I've been sticking them in here because I have thoughts about this book. So as I mentioned probably already in this video, and especially in my TBR video, this follows a girl who has always worked at her family's Christian summer camp, and right before she's getting ready to leave for the summer, her mother's cancer comes back, and her family, her mom and dad, encourage her to go work at a different camp for the summer, a camp for troubled children. And right before she leaves for the summer, her boyfriend breaks up with her. So she's got a lot going on, and she gets to this camp and she's in charge of like 9 third graders. And that's about as far as I've gotten in the book so far. She's still like, it's still like her first day at the camp where I'm at right now. So not a whole lot has happened yet, but yeah, I have opinions. I have thoughts. I had to do this in the most respectful way possible. This book heavily deals with faith, religion. The main character's dad is the pastor of the church in the town that they live, and so she's always grown up going to church. She has this incredible faith, and because of her mom's cancer diagnosis, her mom's cancer coming back, she is struggling with that a little bit, which I think is a very realistic portrayal of a teenager going through a really hard time. My problem is I'm not totally loving the way that Christianity in general is portrayed. I myself am a Christian, and I'm not saying that anything offensive has happened. I'm not saying that it's totally like stereotyping Christianity, but I just feel like there have been these little moments where I'm like, I don't necessarily agree with this choice. It's just feeling very like, man is the head of the household, everything that the man says goes, even though she's not even like married to her boyfriend. She defers to him for a lot of opinions. I don't know, I'm just not totally loving that, because I don't think that that's true to Christianity, and it's using it in a like, it's in a faith-based context. It's not just like that's how she feels and then also they're both Christians. Like that's kind of her mentality within Christianity, which isn't necessarily true. And there's this big focus on cursing and the fact that God isn't going to love her anymore if she says a curse word, which isn't true at all, because curse words are man-made things. They're not, you know, there's nothing in the Bible that says you can't say the word shit. It's become a thing that like it's bad, but it's not like God's not gonna stop loving somebody just because they curse. And it's really bothering me because it's already happened several times, and like I said, I'm only 100 pages in, so I'm not looking forward to continuing that. I also am not really a big fan of the main character. She's very judgmental, and it's really annoying because she spends a lot of the book saying like, I don't want people to judge me because I'm a Christian. I don't want to tell them that I went to this Christian camp because then they'll put me in a box, when she's doing exactly the same things to everybody else. So that's a little bit frustrating, but I feel like Emery Lord is really setting her up to grow and become a much better person. So I'm excited to see where she goes from where she's at. But yeah, it's a little bit difficult to stomach at times because it is very frustrating. I'm not like hating the book. Like I don't want to put it down. Like I'm still interested. I want to see what happens. I'm still excited to be reading it. I just feel like there's a lot of opportunities for this book to go in a lot of different directions, and I really hope that it ends up going in one that isn't the worst. Now let's talk about The Bone Witch by Oren Chapeko, which is the book that I'm listening to on audio. I started it this morning on my drive to work, and I was not really able to listen to much of it at work. I ended up having a busy day, so I wasn't really at my desk long enough to get invested in an audiobook. I did listen a little bit this afternoon, but I am not as far as I would like to be. I definitely am not anywhere close to finishing it. I am about here. I'm on page 114, which is chapter 10. So about a fourth of the way through the book, I'd say, but not as much progress made in this one as I would like. I talked about this book in my July TBR and my Reading Rush TBR, and I said that it is about a girl who is a necromancer and she brings her brother back from the dead. And that is true, but that's not really what this book is about. It's actually about this girl who finds out that she is a bone witch, which means that she can raise the dead, when she accidentally raises her brother from the dead. And that happens in the first chapter. And then another bone witch comes and basically says, you're not going to be safe here. Let me take you to a place where we can teach you how to harness your powers and you can become a full-on bone witch and do all that stuff. So that's really what this book is about, is her traveling to this place where she is going to learn. I think it's going to become like a witch school kind of situation. She's living in this boarding house right now and she's having to work as a servant, but hopefully soon she will be starting her training and things will happen. I am liking this book. It is capturing my attention, but the pacing is really slow. Like I said, I'm about 115 pages in and not much has happened at all. She's been at this school for a while and she hasn't really started learning yet, so it's a little bit frustrating. Also, I feel like the magic system and the monsters and the trouble of this land hasn't fully been explained. I'm hoping that as the main character learns more about what's going on, that we as readers will learn more about what's going on, because right now they're just throwing a bunch of terms at me and I don't really know necessarily what each thing is or what it means in the context of the world. So I'm hoping that I can get a better grasp on that as the story goes on. I'm liking it, not loving it, which is the same way I feel about the names they gave us. Not the best start to the Reading Rush, but it is what it is. I think my plan for the evening is that I'm gonna do all my stuff. I'm gonna listen to this and I'm gonna try to stop vlogging around 9 so that I have plenty of time to edit the video and get ready to post it before I go to bed. I'd like to try to go to bed by 11 every night. So it's a little bit later than I usually go to bed, but I wanna have time to do everything. And I'm gonna try to commit to these daily vlogs. So I have to kind of figure out what my plan and what my routine for the week is gonna be. And I think that's what I'm gonna try to do tonight, is be done vlogging by 9 so I have plenty of time to edit, then I can still get in bed by 11. So I'll do a couple more updates before the night is over, and I think I'm gonna try to squeeze in the video challenges in my vlogs as well if I can do that. So I'm gonna do that in a little while. And yeah, despite the fact that I'm not loving either of the books that I'm reading right now, I'm still having a lot of fun, and I think that it is a really great start to the Reading Rush, so hopefully this good mood will continue throughout the week. All right, it is a little while later, and I thought now would be the perfect time to do the video challenge. The video challenge for today was created by Chloe from Books with Chloe, and the challenge is to draw a book character in 30 seconds. So you have to pick a book that you've read, you have to flip to a random page, and then whatever character, the first character name you see, that is who you have to draw. I decided to go with The Diviners by Libba Bray. I have read this book a couple times, so I feel like I have a pretty good sense of who the characters are. Plus, there are a ton of characters in this book, so I feel like whoever I get, I'm setting myself up for success. So now I'm just going to flip to a random page. The first character I see is Evie, who is the main character in this series. So I'm gonna draw Evie in 30 seconds. Okay, I've got my paper here and I've got my timer on my laptop over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit start and try to draw. Okay, well, it turned out really bad. This is my attempt at Evie from The Diviners. I don't know why, but I started really small, and then from there was nothing I could do. I just had to go with it. So this is my teeny tiny little Evie. I was gonna write something like really clever, like in 1920s slang in the little speech bubble, but all I got out was "hey ya." So this is what I got. All right, so that was the video challenge for day 1. I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. All right, it is officially 9 o'clock. It's actually a little bit after 9. I just got done eating dinner and watching a little bit of TV and then reading a little bit more. I am gonna read probably a little bit more tonight, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the vlog, finish getting it edited and uploaded, and get in bed at a pretty decent time since I didn't really manage to do that last night. So really quickly, just a quick recap. I did read a tiny bit more of the names they gave us. So I'm up to page 116. So I managed 115 pages of this one today. And I listened to 113 pages worth of the audiobook for The Bone Witch by Rinch Pecco. So combined with the 115 pages of the names they gave us, I read a total of 228 pages, which isn't that bad. So really quickly, I'm just gonna go on the Reading Rush website and I'm gonna update how many pages I read for day one. All right, there we go. I have done it. So that is the end of my Reading Rush day one vlog. I really hope that these vlogs end up being somewhat entertaining. I'm really nervous because I don't really do much during the week, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm excited that I managed to do it for the first day, so hopefully that means that I'll be able to keep it up for the next 6 days. Stick around and we'll find out together. Let me know down in the comments if you're participating in the Reading Rush and how your first day went. I'd really love to know. What book did you start reading as your first read of the readathon? I'd really love to know that as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye!